Substack's a fantastic outlet for getting your name out there. I don't think you should worry about your audience, quote unquote, as of right now. There's going to be a good chance that you're not going to have one for quite some time. So you got to do it for the love of the game, for lack of a better term. You have to just put words on page and throw it out there and be okay with the fact that for a pretty good while you may or may not get anything out of it in terms of payment or an audience or anything like that. But you've got to be able to put together clips that you can be proud of. You can worry about building a personal brand or whatever later. That kind of naturally will come to you as you develop a style, but you have to first learn what that style is. So the easiest thing I would say to do is just write. Just put stuff out there. Put out put out game recaps if you really want to. If you want to maybe be more of a beat writer, put out opinion pieces, but do it from the standpoint of somebody who really knows and understands the game, and don't do it with any sort of gambling bullshit in mind. That is so far from what I'm suggesting. I wouldn't even consider that sports writing, to be totally honest. I think it's a scourge, and I think if you really wanted to separate yourself, you should distance yourself from that as much as humanly possible. So I mean, I wouldn't say that like this isn't an end-all be-all guideline for how to break in as a sports writer, but I think it's like, and I know it's simplistic, but I think it's the easiest, best path towards figuring out how you operate as a writer, figuring out if you want to be a writer, figuring out your skills as a writer. Hey, watch the game you love and write about it. Talk about it. I think over time you'll discover like what aspects you like, what your voice might be, and that would help guide like that next phase of what you want to do. But you can't do it unless you actually write. So like, rather than farting around creating short form video, write it first, and then you can actually repurpose it, and we can talk about that later, but repurpose it as content for video later. But the hardest thing is going to be the writing, and you should do that first, because then it can branch out into a million different things. So the advice now is the same that it was years and years ago. Just write. Just get your words out there. I think that's the most important thing.